Okay, let's get this done. Alright, so today is Sunday the 4th of February and it is approximately 3:44 p.m. in the afternoon. Now I try to do these videos in the afternoon because I am basically using the window here as the big key light on my face, and it's the only really good half decent filming location in the house at the moment. Unfortunately, it is my bedroom, but that's okay. A lot of you are probably wondering, why do I keep shooting these things in black and white? Well, the honest answer is that I just want to keep these things simple. I don't want to get too carried away with the whole like lighting and the cinematography and all that business. I just want to get to the point, and the point is what I'm talking about. Today was the first day where I actually went out and did some actual physical exercise. I went and walked around the block, through the park and around the block and all that business. So that was that. It's pretty good. I didn't shoot too much of it. I just wanted to get the gist of the fact that yes, I did actually go out and go for a walk. Today I didn't do too much body weight exercises, only because my upper body is feeling a little taxed right now and my lower body is feeling also a little taxed. So I have pushed myself a little bit. So today is mostly going to be a little bit more of a resting sort of day. In terms of the photography side of things, I just edited a whole bunch of images that I took along Mornington Peninsula. Just a whole bunch of images from my little trip out towards the peninsula. The best aioli sauce I've ever had came from the Portsea Hotel. It's definitely one of the more swankier places I've been to. Swanky meaning upper class, upper budget kind of places. Definitely on the slightly more expensive side of things, but it was okay. But that was like 2 days ago. And I'm kind of dying for a steak right now. I applied for approximately 3 different jobs today, plus I updated my website to include a couple more photo shoots that I did last year. I really need to get stuck into updating my website completely, just getting it to the point where it's much nicer, much more clean, because I think there's a lot of clutter I can get rid of. Some old projects that probably aren't really necessary anymore. Moving on to the long-term project portion of this particular video, I am still debating on what particular process I want to use for taking pictures, because I have the option of using my Nikon F5, which is probably going to be most likely the best option when it comes to shooting action with the horses doing what they do. I have this desire to shoot the entire project on 35mm black and white film. I've kind of settled on the idea of using Ilford Delta 400, which is a professional black and white film that's 400 speed, but it can be shot at 200, 800, pushed to like 1600 I believe, and it still is usable. And it's not super grainy like a HP5 equivalent style film. Why am I shooting it like this? Why not just use my Fujifilm X-T3, which is also a very wonderful camera and is probably a lot more capable than this particular camera? Well, it's got all to do with the fact that I really want to shoot personal projects and like personal long-term stuff on film. Not for the reasons why you might think. The reasons why I shoot projects or personal projects on film is because I want to have a physical archive that I can go back to. I want to have a physical offline archive of these kinds of projects, so that if for whatever reason down the track that I decide to do something more than say a book or some other form of art with it, whether it's an exhibition or something else, I have a physical archive that's been catalogued, and I can just take the shoebox or some sort of storage box and go, all right, here's this project. Instead of trying to find it on hard drives and not knowing what's what. Now, when it comes to like commercial work and client-based work, I absolutely will use digital cameras. I have no regard for either one as being better. They're just different, and they serve different purposes. That's my current philosophy on it. I do want to use my RB67. It's somewhere within that work. Like, I have this idea of shooting the portraits of the people involved with this project with the RB, and then shooting all the action stuff that happens on the F5. I don't want to go too crazy though, because I may need to get a couple extra lenses if I do decide to go down the F5 route, because I've only got a 50mm. And while that's fine for most stuff, I know I'm going to probably need something like a 135 or maybe longer for this action stuff that I'm going to be doing. Don't know yet. That's another project that I need to organize for in the future. So anyway, that's I guess that's it for today's episode, and yeah, I'll see you tomorrow.